Alrighty. What's going on, guys? How we all doing? Why is my screen a little bit big? Let's change that. There we go. Alright. Can you see me okay? Let's turn this down a little bit. Let me make sure I can hear myself on the YouTube stream. Just to make sure that you guys can hear me properly. I forgot to pull up the chat, man. Totally forgot to pull up the chat. Alrighty. So the Sixers are taking on the Orlando Magic. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you like. Make sure you subscribe if you do enjoy my play-by-play commentary. And feel free to turn the notification bell icon too. Yep. Alright, so good. Yep. Alright, I can hear myself. Hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload. Alrighty, starting lineups are just out. As for the Sixers, well, it's going to be Joel Embiid starting for them at the center position. It's James Harden as well. James Harden, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris. And who am I missing? I'm missing one other person. I missed the starting lineups, but they literally just got released. Well, they'll show it in just a little bit again. Whew. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We made it halfway through the week. There's Markelle Fultz on the other side for the Orlando Magic. Interesting to see him in a Magic uniform. It still is crazy how we took him over Jason Tatum. And I actually thought he was going to turn out to be a really good player for Philly. It just didn't work out, man. It just didn't work out. Alrighty. So, let's get this up. Get that up. Alrighty. So tip-off is just underway. The Sixers had Joel Embiid, and Moritz Wagner was for, Franz Wagner was for the Orlando Magic. Harden goes up with a layup, and he gets fouled that time. So for the 76ers, the starting lineup is P.J. Tucker, Tobias Harris, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and DeAnthony Melton. And for the Orlando Magic, it's Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Markelle Fultz, and Gary Harris. As James Harden knocks down the first foul shot, it was nothing but net. All right, let me pull up the chat. And the second foul shot is up, and that's good. I'll have to do it during the timeout. Usually it comes up like whenever I paste the URL. No, that just didn't come up this time. Banchero goes up with a layup, and he knocks that one down. 2-2. Harden at the top of the key for the Sixers. A bounce pass to DeAnthony Melton. Melton finds Tobias Harris inside. Inside, outside to P.J. Tucker for the triple. No good. And the Magic come away with the rebound. Tobias Harris gets a steal on the bad play by Banchero. Harden gives it inside to Embiid and gets the dish as the Sixers are up 4-2. We're just about a minute underway here at the Wells Fargo Center. The Sixers, well, they had a 21-point lead in Monday's game against the Orlando Magic, and they ended up losing that ball game. Wagner puts up a three, and that time it gets stuck. Literally, it bounced right on top of the backboard and got stuck right by the equipment on the top of the backboard. It's not a wedgie, per se, but it's interesting. That was a good shot, you know? That was a good shot, because that does not happen a whole lot. Literally landed right in between the give your wing sign on the Red Bull top of the backboard. Right in front of the shot clock. Wild. Even the refs are looking at each other like, that was interesting. Melton on the far wing. He's been playing very well for the Sixers lately. Tobias Harris now on the far wing with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Wagner on him as his defender. Harris with the J. No good. And Banchero comes away with a rebound. He had 16 points in that third quarter in the last game that they played against the Sixers. Banchero being guarded by Harden inside-outside for a wide-open three that's knocked down by Gary Harris as it was from the near wing. And it's 5-4 Magic. 9:44 left in the first quarter. Embiid goes up with the contact by Banchero, and he gets fouled. So Joel's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Gary Harris spent a little bit of time with he's been around the block. He spent some time with the Denver Nuggets, also spent some time with the Atlanta Hawks as well. And Embiid will make the first free throw as he knocks that one down. So it's 5-5. Sixers are 32-17 coming into today. They're in their blue and white uniforms. And meanwhile, the Orlando Magic, as they're 20-31, they're in their white and blue uniforms. So Embiid hits the second foul shot, and the Sixers take the lead 6-5. Wendell Carter Jr. at the top of the key, who was a part of the Nikola Vucevic trade last year at the trade deadline. And a kickball violation is going to be called against James Harden. Whew. 6-5, 9:28 left to go in the first quarter for the Sixers. Joel in his last game had another really solid performance. The rest of the team just had some issues, and they just couldn't step up. So Tobias Harris gets called for an away from the play foul, and Wagner goes to the line to shoot a free throw, and he misses it. So now the Magic will inbound it here. And on the inbound, James Harden intercepts it. And the Sixers come away with another steal. Embiid will hand it off back to Harden, who's standing at the Sixers logo. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Harden outside to Harris. Catch and shoot. Three-pointer from the far corner. In and out it goes. And Banchero comes away with a rebound. Banchero goes inside to Franz Wagner, and he gets fouled. So he'll be most likely going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Actually, there's going to be a foul on the floor, not in the act of shooting. So the Sixers are up 6-5 with about less than 9 minutes to go. Carter Jr. gets the inbound, and he'll pass it to Wagner. Wagner had a really good game in his last outing. Banchero puts up a triple. That's no good. Carter Jr. comes away with the offensive rebound. And a foul will be called against the 76ers as Wendell Carter Jr. gets called guilty for, Joel Embiid gets called guilty for committing the foul there. So Carter Jr. is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's 6-5 Sixers. Carter Jr.'s first foul shot is up, and it's a little bit short as it goes in and out. This season, Carter Jr. is shooting 77% from the charity stripe. He's also shooting 36% from 3. And the second free throw is up, and that's good, and that ties the game. Magic have 5 rebounds in this game, while the Sixers don't even they have a donut. Embiid back to Tobias Harris, another catch-and-shoot situation. And it hits the top of the backboard, and it goes right out of bounds. So the Sixers have not been able to knock down their shots so far in this game. They've come off very cold. Banchero hands it off to Carter Jr. Gives it back to Banchero, who's being guarded by P.J. Tucker. Banchero goes up with a runner, and he gets fouled by P.J. Tucker. Tucker ended up hitting him on the right arm and slamming his right hand down. So Banchero's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws again. It's tied 6-6. Both of these teams, they've, as I mentioned, played each other on Monday, and the Sixers ended up losing, and that actually ended up breaking their 7-game winning streak. 8:26 left in the first quarter, and the first foul shot is up, and that's no good. Sixers are also going to be playing on Friday night and Sunday as well. Banchero's second foul shot goes in and out, so he can't make either free throw. And the Sixers are going to go on offense, trying to take the lead. Harden back out to DeAnthony Melton on the far corner for a triple, and he knocks that one down. And the Sixers are up 9-6. Here's Markelle Fultz Jr. taking it to the cup. Passes it outside. Carter Jr. or Gary Harris Jr. with the triple, and yes, he gets that one to go. So Fultz comes away with the assist, and we're back tied at 9-9. Harden goes inside and makes the layup as he took it right to the rack. And the Sixers are up 11-9. Fultz back to Gary Harris again for another triple. Yes! 6 straight points by Gary Harrison. He has the hot hand, and that gives the Magic the lead 12-11. Embiid will hand it off to Harden. Harden to Tobias Harris on the far corner. Harris goes up with the reverse layup, and it's good. He came right in from the far corner and was able to give the Sixers the lead. Fultz on the other end takes it right inside the lane and puts it up over Joel Embiid, and down it goes. 14-13. Embiid calling his own shot for a 3 at the top of the key. It's airballed. And Wagner comes away with a rebound. Here's Carter Jr. on the other end for a 3 of his own on the near corner. And Harris gets the board. Outlet pass to Joel Embiid. Almost got deflected, and Harris comes away with the rebound. As he passes it to James Harden for a triple. Yes! And he gets that one to go, and the Sixers have the lead 16-14. Man, this has been a fast-paced game for the past couple of minutes. Fultz to Carter Jr., back to Wagner, and he's left wide open, and nobody is there to take him down, and he ties the game up at 16 apiece. It's 16-16 with 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Melton catch and shoot three-pointer from James Harden. Too much mustard on that one. Banchero with the board at the top of the key, directing traffic. Gives it up to Wagner, who's being guarded by Harris. Here comes a screen by Carter Jr. Wagner works around the screen. Now he's going up against Embiid right at the foul line. Foul line. Jumper is up, and it's a little bit too strong. Harden comes up with a rebound, but Wendell Carter Jr. gets called for the loose ball foul, and the Sixers are going to call a timeout. So it's a tie game, 16-16, and the Sixers will have the ball when we come back. All right, let me figure out how I got the chat going here. Where's my chat? Switch to studio. Can I switch to studio? No, I can't do it. I can't even pull up my chat, man. It's too bad. Oh, what about, let's just pull up the YouTube chat. That's what we'll do. We'll pull up the YouTube chat. Got 2 people watching on YouTube. Nice. Very nice. All right, I don't know how I missed that. I apologize. It usually like gives me a notification on like where the chat is, and it never gave me one. If I go to docs, could I load a doc? Custom browser docs. What if I went back to Restream and I go to what if I go back to switch to studio? I can't do that. If I copy the URL, what happens here? We'll call this Restream. Does it just take me to the URL? Couldn't load page. Huh, that's really odd. That is strange, man. Alrighty, well, whatever. 9 points for Gary Harris in this game so far. He's made all 3 of his 3-pointers from beyond the arc. Harris is going to get the inbound from James Harden. With 6 minutes left in the first quarter, we're just about halfway done. Harden standing at the Wells Fargo Center sign. He'll find Tobias Harris. It's a give and go. Now he finds Joel Embiid on the low block. Being guarded by Carter Jr. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes the double team, and the ball gets blocked by Fultz, but he'll be called, Carter Jr. will be called for the blocking foul. The shooting foul, that is. Excuse me, not the blocking foul. So Embiid's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Forgot to also mention, too, that Jalen Suggs has now come into the ball game. And he is now subbed in for Franz Wagner. 5:42 left in the first quarter. Embiid going to the foul line the second time today. He hit both of his free throws when he came to the line a little bit earlier. And he makes the first one here, so he's 3 for 3. Embiid is shooting 86% from the charity stripe this year, which is a little bit above his average. But he's been a very good foul shooter for a center. Averaging about 33.5 points this season. And the second foul shot is up, and that's good. Man, I hate burping on the air. So the Sixers are 6 for 6 from the line. Fultz at the top of the key. Finds Carter Jr. And now he gives it up to Jalen Suggs with the foul line jumper. That's no good. DeAnthony Melton was fighting for the rebound against Wendell Carter Jr., and Carter Jr. gets called for the loose ball foul. So the Sixers are up 18-16. And with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left, the Sixers have the ball. It's Tyrese Maxey now into the ball game for the Sixers. He finds James Harden at the logo. Harden back to Maxey. Almost thought about pulling up from 3. Now gives it up to Embiid. Embiid back to Harris on the far corner. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Harris goes up with a runner, and it's good. That was an off-balance shot that Tobias Harris hit. It looked a little bit awkward. But the Sixers are up 20-16. Fultz backing down and showing some post moves against Anthony Melton. Now goes against Joel Embiid, and he has his way. That's the second time he has hit a floater over Joel. That's not so easy to do. Harden pick and pop, and it's a little bit too far from Embiid, and Suggs comes away with the interception. Suggs to Banchero, who solos it himself and ties the game back at 20. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden throws it ahead to DeAnthony Melton. Melton goes up with the runner, and that's no good. Banchero comes charging in on the other side, and there's some contact down below. And the shooting foul will be called against DeAnthony Melton. So that'll be his first foul. It's been this game has it's had a very weird pace to it. And now the Magic are going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. Banchero going to the line, shoot a pair of free throws, and the first one is up, and that's good. So that gives the Magic a 21-20 lead. Banchero was drafted from Duke in last year's draft. He had 29 points against the Sixers on Monday and was 3 for 5 from downtown. 21-20, and the second foul shot is up, and that's good. Cole Anthony comes into the ballgame for Gary Harris, and for the Sixers, it's George Niang coming in for Tobias Harris. So both Harrises subbing out. Niang goes up with that one, and it gets blocked by Banchero. Banchero was coming in right from behind George Niang as he went up with the underhanded layup down the lane. And Banchero's defense absolutely showed. And the ball does go out of bounds, and the Sixers still retain possession. Embiid tried to bank it in with the shot clock winding down, and Suggs comes away with the rebound. Cole Anthony to Fultz. Back to Banchero at the top of the key for 3. That's no good. And I believe that they're going to call a loose ball foul against Tyrese Maxey. So 22-20 with 3:50 left in the first quarter. So George Niang is the one that gets called for the loose ball foul. I didn't see it. But Carter Jr. is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. In case you're just joining me, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Sixers are down 22-20 as Carter Jr. bricks the first free throw. This season, he's averaging 15 points per game. He's shooting 52% from the field. He's also averaging about 8.5 rebounds as well. The Orlando Magic, coached by Jamal Mosley, who has to be very happy with his young squad as they've been putting on some really good performances. The second free throw is up, and that's good. And just like that, the Magic are on a 7-0 run. It's 23-20. Sixers down by 3. Milton goes up with a triple that time. It's no good. Carter Jr. gobbles up the rebound. Suggs finds Banchero again. Wendell Carter Jr. for a 3. And Harden gets a rebound. 3:25 left in the first quarter. Niang back to Embiid on the low block. Embiid puts it up and puts it in for the Sixers, and a timeout is called by Jamal Mosley and the Orlando Magic. So the Sixers are down 23-22. They'll be right back in just a few moments. You're on Play-by-Play with JJ. I need to turn on the fan. It feels a little bit weird tonight. But I hope you're all having yourselves a great Wednesday. We're halfway done with the week. It's been a very weird week for sure. Lots of stuff has been going on, and lots of action. But that's how it always goes. There's always stuff that keeps you busy, and especially this time of year, it's a very busy time. So, but I hope you're all doing well. How about those Eagles, man? They're going all the way to the Super Bowl. That's pretty exciting stuff, This team has been really showing off their firepower and their prowess, their defensive prowess as well. So, they've been playing very well. Let me try to pull up the YouTube chat. Let me do that. Let me see if I can. There's no way I can literally get into the stream. What does this button do? No. All right, I'm going to pull up, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to pull up the Facebook chat, and we're just going to pull up the YouTube chat as well. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So let's go to live. Sorry about that, guys. Always something. Now I can hear myself echo. Okay. There we go. And then we'll pull up the Facebook chat. Facebook.com. Nice. And, where is it? Ugh. Gotta switch my account. Let's go to this page. Nope. Didn't I say I was going on Facebook Live? There it is. All right, cool. There we go. All right. Now I see your comments. Buddy, you're good at this. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm getting used to the whole OBS thing, bro. But other than that, you know, at the end of the day, the most important thing, and I have to keep reminding myself of this, is to just do my job, which is to be a storyteller, and which is just to do the play-by-play for all of y'all. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon, too, so that way you know when I upload. And, yeah, I'm trying to look at some other comments here. Alrighty. Well, before we do that, Sixers are up 24-23. As they inbound the ball, it goes to Joel. Joel back to Milton at the top of the key. Milton to Niang on the near wing. He finds Joel. Joel being double-teamed by a couple of Magic players, and it doesn't matter because he has his way as he puts up some post moves and puts it up and in for the Sixers. And the Sixers go up by 3. Fultz goes inside, and it gets deflected out of bounds by Matisse Thybulle, and it goes right off of the leg of Markelle Fultz, and the Sixers will get the ball back here. It's now 26-23. Embiid again on the low block, being double-teamed. Niang to Maxey. Maxey, one more pass to Milton on the near wing for a triple. Yes! And the Sixers are up by 6 now. They're going on a run themselves. It's now an 8-1 run for the Sixers. Fultz at the top of the key. He's on the left elbow now. He goes inside. It gets blocked and deflected by Matisse Thybulle, and it goes out of bounds, and the Sixers get the ball back again. Matisse Thybulle's defense has been sensational for the 76ers. And how about that 3 that was hit by Shake Milton to put the Sixers up by 6? Milton finds Embiid again. Embiid back down on the low block. The first time it gets blocked, he comes up with his own rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws as Bobo, who comes into the ball game, commits the foul. So the ball was initially blocked by Bobo, and as soon as Joel got the ball back, he ended up getting fouled right there in the act of shooting, and this will be his 3rd time in just the first quarter alone that he's going to the foul line. He's knocked down all 4 of his foul shots, and the first one goes up, and it's nothing but net, and that gives the Sixers a 7-point lead. Both teams are in the bonus, and with 99 seconds left in the first quarter, Joel is looking to try to get what's going to be his 13th point. Or his 12th point, I should say. And he gets it. So he's hit all 6 foul shots, and he's plus 8 from the floor, 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist for the big man. Sixers up by 8. It's an 11-0 run for the Sixers within the last 2 minutes. Wagner, both Wagner brothers are out there. Moritz ends up finding Jalen Suggs. That time it's no good. Franz Wagner tried to get the rebound, and Matisse Thybulle took it away from him. like stealing his lunch money. Milton tries to find Embiid inside, and the ball gets stolen away. But before the ball got stolen away, a loose ball foul was called against Moritz Wagner. And Embiid will go back to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. Shake Milton tried to give it up to Embiid, and Wagner just had hands all over his body. Once again, in case you're just joining in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover all Sixers basketball and do play-by-play action. Play-by-play commentary, I should say, for 76ers games. But we also do it for the Phillies, and we do it for the Patriots, and we'll be doing it for the Flyers as well. Embiid will hit the first foul shot, and the second one goes up, and that's good as well. So he's 8 for 8 from the line. He has 14 points, and the Sixers are on a 13-0 run. They started off very strong against the Magic in their last game on Monday. Cole Anthony back to Bobo on the near wing, who's being guarded by Niang, and he takes too many steps, and that'll be a travel against Bobo. So 2 quick turnovers by Bobo, and he also committed a shooting foul against Joel. Maxey gets the inbound. They finally find Joel on the low block. He's being double-teamed. Matisse Thybulle goes cut into the basket, and he gets fouled. Franz Wagner commits the shooting foul, and Thybulle will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws to try to put the Sixers up by 12. That was a nice job, too, by Joel Embiid. It was an underhand give-and-go pass as Thybulle was cutting right towards the basket, towards his left side. And that's what happens when you double-team Joel. He'll find somebody that is wide open, and he's not afraid to kick it out to somebody. That's been something that he's been trying to work on and get better at for the past couple of years. He's done a good job at that this year. Thybulle's first foul shot is good, and the second one is good as well. That extends the Sixers' run to 15-0. Anthony to Moritz Wagner. Wagner puts up a triple, and it has too much mustard as Embiid comes away with the miss. Maxey pulls up from long range for a 3, and that's no good either. Maxey didn't even have his feet set as he was in the motion of shooting, and, well, the Magic come away with the rebound. 18 seconds left on the shot clock here, or on the game clock in the first quarter. 9 seconds now on the shot clock. Sixers will have one more possession here if they can get a rebound. Anthony's free throw line jumper is way too strong. Embiid comes away with a rebound. Here comes Shake Milton charging inside. Drop off pass to Embiid, and the layup is up, and that's good as the buzzer expires. And the Sixers are up 37-23 on a 17-0 run. Can you believe it? To end the first quarter. Embiid got the ball up with about half a second left, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. Sixers are up 37-23, and Joel Embiid has been leading the way for the Sixers as he has 16 points on the night so far. Whew. That was pretty cool. That's pretty nice, man. So in case you're new to my channel, head on over to my YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, if you're watching me on Facebook, that's really nice. But if you want to keep up with all my content and everything, head on over to my YouTube channel. It's linked in the profile. And make sure that you follow me on man, why am I having so many brain farts tonight? Make sure you follow me on YouTube and subscribe. And also hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I'm ready to do a 76ers play-by-play cast. See, we got 148 views over the last 48 hours. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool stuff, man. What else do we got going on? Did anybody else comment? Let me pull up the comments right now. Nope. A comment so far on Facebook. PM. Register boss online. It's funny. All right. So how are you guys doing? I want to hear from y'all. I want to see how y'all are doing. 37-23. What else do we got going on? What are some other games that are going on tonight? Let's double check that. Memphis is up 36-30 against the Trailblazers, and that's the only game. The Washington-Detroit game got postponed. Why? Why is that? Oh, let's look that up. Huh, that's interesting. No, it's because of an ice storm. It got postponed like 6 hours ago. The weather must not be so good in Detroit. It's due to travel issues. Huh. Wonder when they're going to make that up. Have to wait and see, I guess. Alrighty, Sixers back in action. They're up 37-23 as they're on a huge run themselves. Wagner gives it up to his brother, and Franz Wagner is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws as Montrezl Harrell comes into the ball game. So Shake Milton gets called for the shooting foul. It looked like his feet were set from that one angle that they showed, but that was not the case. Wagner puts up the first free throw, and that's going to go in and out. So the Magic, they've been missing some free throws in this game so far. They're only 5 for 11 from the charity stripe, and meanwhile, the Sixers have made all 12 of their foul shots. Embiid has made 8 of them. And Mo Wagner makes the second one. And the Sixers lead is down to 13. Here's Tyrese Maxey on a pull-up jumper. That's a little bit too strong. Bol comes up with the rebound. The Magic decide to go big here with their lineup with both Wagner brothers and Bol at the center. A three-pointer is up, and that's no good, but an offensive rebound goes to the Magic, and Montrezl Harrell ended up taking that one away. And a foul was called. Don't know who it was on. Did he step out of bounds? It looked like maybe his foot caught a little bit of the chalk, and that's exactly what happened. So that's why the Sixers turned it over, and it'll still be Magic ball. And nobody was able to block out Franz Wagner as on the inbound, he just came right, cutting towards the basket, and Montrezl Harrell and Shake Milton were just standing there, doing absolutely nothing. 37-26, Sixers up by 11. We're about 1 minute underway here in the second quarter. Shake Milton takes it to the cup, finds George Niang for a triple on the far corner. It's airballed. Suggs with a long rebound, a 2-on-1 situation. The layup is no good, but the follow-up by Bol is good. And now the Magic are on a 6-1 run. Maxey pulls up from the far elbow and can't get that one to go. Suggs back to Cole Anthony for a triple. Way too strong on the far wing. Maxey comes away and goes up with the layup. It's a reverse layup, and he'll be fouled. He'll go to the line. So Shake Milton got the rebound, and there was a bounce pass out in transition. And Maxey ended up cutting towards the basket, and he got fouled. So Cole Anthony is guilty for committing the foul, and Maxey will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So the Sixers have been very sloppy on the defensive side so far. And in the second quarter, I should mention, Maxey averaging about 20.5 points this season. He's been coming off the bench for the Sixers as of lately. And he knocks down the first free throw. Doc Rivers wanted to try to set a new lineup and still give Maxey starting minutes, but have him utilized as kind of like a Manu Ginobili type of a player. 38-28, and the second foul shot is up, and that's good. Tobias Harris comes into the ballgame for Matisse Thybulle as he takes a quick seat. The Sixers are up by 11. They've made all 14 of their foul shots. Anthony finds Bol in the far corner. Franz Wagner at the top of the key, spins, moves, takes it to the cup, and goes up against Montrezl Harrell. But Wagner don't count the bucket as he gets called for the travel. And I was thinking to myself, he did take too many steps there, and it was a very late whistle He took about 5 steps. And George Niang even looking at the ref too, saying it was a very late call. 6 turnovers by the Magic in this game so far. Sixers up 39-28. Harris on the low block, being guarded by Moritz Wagner. Now goes up inside. Don't count the bucket as Tobias Harris gets called for the travel. He did not keep his left pivot foot down, and he moved it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't know about that. It looked like by the time he had his pivot, by the time he moved it, it was very so slight. So that's the 3rd turnover by the Sixers. Cole Anthony with the ball for the Magic, goes up with a runner, and that's good, and he'll be fouled as well, so he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Cole Anthony, when he was drafted by the Orlando Magic, there were a lot of things that he had in his skill set, and that was one of those things, good footwork. And he showed you right there that even when he spins and moves and puts up a runner like that, it makes it look so easy. And it's really tough to stop. Cole Anthony went to North Carolina. He's 22 years old, standing at 6'3", 185 pounds. And he makes the free throw to convert on the 3-point opportunity. And that puts the Magic on an 8-2 run. Here's Paul Reed, who comes into the ball game for Montrezl Harrell. Interesting substitution by Doc Rivers. Shake Milton will get fouled as Jalen Suggs gets called for the personal. 39-31, 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And George Niang will take a quick seat for the Sixers. Harden comes back into the ball game as his replacement. Ball gets inbounded to Shake Milton. Floater, it's a little bit short. Suggs comes away with the board. Suggs with a nice pass to Bol Bol. Bol Bol passes it to Anthony. Gets the ball back, puts up a 3. It's no good. Here's Harris on the other end. Back to James Harden at the top of the perimeter. 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Sixers up by 8, 39-31. Franz Wagner guarding James Harden. He steps and he takes a couple of moves there, and he can't put an end to this Magic run. Anthony goes up with the contact that time, and Paul Reed commits another shooting foul. And Anthony will be going to the line to shoot a couple of free throws here. So as soon as Joel takes a seat, the Magic are on an 8-2 run. Why can't I speak tonight? What's going on? Anthony's averaging about 12 points per game this season, and he hits the first foul shot. 39-32 with 8:47 left in the second quarter. Second foul shot by Cole is up, and it's nothing but net. Sixers were up by double digits, and now they're only up by 6 here. Their largest lead was at 14. Reed will hand it off to Milton, who's standing at the 76ers logo. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Milton finds Tyrese Maxey on the far corner. 2.5 seconds to go. He finds Shake Milton, and the ball gets stolen away by Jalen Suggs. So he's going to solo it, and he puts it down with a flush. And Doc Rivers elects not to call a timeout just yet. And now he does. 39-35. And the Magic have been going on a run themselves, a 12-2 run to start off the second quarter. And Doc Rivers wants to talk things over with the Sixers, as they'll be back in just a few moments. All right, I want to put this up here so that it's a little bit easier for you guys to see the score. Let me do that. How do I do it? I can figure it out now. Okay, let's do that right now. Hope you're all enjoying this. Sorry I'm having a lot of tongue twisters tonight. I don't know why. It just happens, I guess. Let's do window capture. 76ers Magic score. Okay, so now let's put this over here. Nice. Very, very nice. Put it up here. Okay. Still got to trim up some stuff. Boom. And boom. Very nice. Probably should extend it a little bit more. Oh, wait, now we can't even see the clock. Whoops. I knew there was a reason why I liked the ESPN one. Okay. Well, there you have it. Okay. Let's move it a little bit over here. Is that better for you guys? Let me know. Let me know if that's a little bit better. 39-35. Again, I apologize I don't have the comments up. That really actually ticks me off. Low key. Always something with this thing. Can I pull up the live stream stats? No. Oh, whoops. No, I forgot. I totally forgot. Alright, I can't even do that. Totally forgot. Alright, well, we'll figure it out again in the second half. I've totally forgot about that. I'm still learning about this thing. I always forget that when I switch windows, it picks it up. I have to use a separate web browser. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. You're better than this, dude. You really are. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay. Now I lost my thing. I lost the stream. Way to go, Jay. Way to go. Come on, dude. Come on, buddy. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? Thank God I have Stream Deck. That thing really comes in clutch. Gotta tell you, I love Stream Deck. Alright. Now it's taking forever to load. Apologize, guys. I do. Whoops. There we go. (42-37) with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Harden finds DeAnthony Melton, who comes into the ballgame for the Sixers, for Paul Reed. Harden at the top of the key, being guarded by Wagner. 4.5 seconds on the shot clock. Now he's on the far elbow, and he'll be called for a travel. Took too many steps. Sixers have been turning the ball over a lot in this second quarter, and Joel comes back into the ball game with 6:50 left in the second quarter. Saw some rumors that the Sixers are interested in possibly trying to get Andre Drummond back. Don't know if it's going to happen. It's just a rumor, but they might want to consider that. because the backup big man minutes have not been going so well for the defense between Montrezl Harrell and Paul Reed. Tobias Harris gets the ball taken out of bounds, and well, the Magic are gonna get the ball back. Harden had a really bad pass. It was a little bit far to Tobias's left, and Tobias didn't even anticipate it coming. And the Magic get the ball. 5 turnovers by the Sixers in this quarter so far. Only 1 by the Magic. Wagner with a step-back runner, and he gets the friendly bounce. Sixers lead is now down to 3. A 16-5 run by the Magic. Embiid with a pull-up jumper, and that's good. He hit it from the foul line extended. And we're about halfway done with the second quarter. 6 minutes left. 44-39. Embiid has 18 points so far in this ball game. Wagner going up against Joel, and he has his way. Franz Wagner getting that layup, and just like that, well, Wagner has now 6 points in this game. He scored their last 4. Had a very good game for the Magic in their last time out against the Sixers. Harden back to P.J. Tucker in the far corner for a 3, and that's good. That was a big 3 hit by P.J. Tucker. And Harden with 7 points and 4 assists in this game so far. Wagner being guarded by Tobias Harris at the top of the perimeter. Now Embiid steps up on him. Wendell Carter Jr. back into the ball game. Finds Banchero. Banchero being guarded by Tobias Harris. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Banchero goes up with it, and a shot clock violation is called against the Orlando Magic. Great defense by the Sixers as they get the ball back. And as soon as Joel comes in, that's when the tides change for the Sixers. And that's what you expect. That's exactly what you would expect. Harris gets the inbound, and he finds D'Anthony Melton at the top of the key. Now we'll give it up to Embiid on the low block. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's going up against Wendell Carter Jr., and Wagner puts up a jumper from the near corner. No good. Tucker tried to grab the rebound, and the ball ends up going out of bounds as P.J. Tucker commits a loose ball foul, and it'll be Magic ball here. Tucker pushed Gary Harris and he pushed both Harris and Wendell Carter Jr. right out of the way. That's his 3rd personal foul, so he's been getting into a little bit of foul trouble, P.J. Tucker. 47-42, and the Magic are in the bonus as the first foul shot is up, and that's good by Gary Harris. Always want to say Gary Harris Jr. Don't know why. Niang will now come into the ballgame for Tucker. And Harris on the day with 10 points. He's been very quiet in the second quarter. This was actually his first 2 points as he hits both free throws. In the second quarter, he made some noise as he knocked down all 3 of his triples in the first. And the lead for the Sixers is back down to 4. Harden at the Sixers logo, being guarded by Wagner. A pass to George Niang. Niang finds Harden again. Harden hands it off to Embiid. Embiid trying to look for somebody. Finds D'Anthony Melton. Kicks it out to him in the near corner for a triple. And it's no good. Another rebound by Carter Jr. Wagner pulls up from long range. And that's wide. Harris with the long rebound. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Harden comes charging in on the other side for the Sixers. Now kicks it out to Melton. Melton back to Joel Embiid. Embiid with the underhanded pass to Harden, tries to set up a screen for him and is able to do so. Now the defense switches, and Carter Jr. is guarding him. Harris back to Harden, who's wide open at the top of the key for a triple, and he knocks it down. Great play by James Harden, conducting the offense, knowing exactly what he wanted to do, and Tobias Harris knew where he was going to be. And Harden ended up being wide open, and now he has 10 points and 4 assists on the day. Come on, Jason. Banchero, step back, jumper, and that's good. And it's now back to a 5-point deficit for the Magic. Sixers up 50-45. 3:20 left in the second quarter. Harris on the far corner, being guarded by Banchero. He finds Joel. Joel to Harden on the far corner. Harden goes up with the contact. He's fouled by Franz Wagner. And Wagner has been committing some fouls here. That's going to be foul number 3, I believe, right? They say 2, but I believe that they haven't updated that yet. 50-45 is the score. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Harris at the top of the key. Here comes a screen by Embiid. He sets it up right for him. Harden on the far wing. Outside the perimeter. Being guarded by Fultz. 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Harden on an island himself. Step back jumper. Embiid comes away with the offensive rebound. Embiid goes back up with it. That's no good. Harden grabs an offensive rebound. He hands it off to Niang for 3. In and out it goes, and Embiid grabs another offensive rebound, and he takes it right to the rim with nobody on him. How about 3 offensive rebounds by the Sixers? Actually, count that 4 on just that one possession. And the Sixers come away and get themselves a bucket. Banchero goes up with another one, and it's nothing but net. He hit it from the far elbow, and he's now been going off. 52-47. Got to watch out for him, as he has 10 points in this game so far, along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Niang to Embiid, who's being guarded by Carter Jr. Sixers passing it around the timeline, finding the open man. It's DeAnthony Melton for a triple, and that's no good. That was the right idea, but Melton just could not execute. Banchero with the ball gets fouled by George Niang as he gets hit right into the left eye. He got poked in the eye. And George has some words with the refs. And a timeout is called by the Magic with 1:55 left to go in the first half. 52-47. Sixers up by 5. Ooh. Man. I totally forgot I couldn't pull that up, bro. Can I get like a live chat? Oh, wait, there it is. Let's see what else is going on. Any other people chatting on here? Nope, nothing. Don't see anything. All right, that's all right. Ugh. Ugh. I think I have to like reconnect my account when I do this, and that's probably why I have to do that, just to get the comments up. So much to learn about with this thing. You never stop learning with this software, I guess. Ugh. Thank you guys so much for coming on here. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. If you're new to my channel and if you do enjoy my play-by-play commentary, well, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and follow all the Sixers games. That's what I do. Do Sixers, do Phillies, Patriots. We'll be doing some Flyers games as well once the Super Bowl is done. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Sixers are up by 5. They've been losing this quarter 24-15. Their largest lead was at 16 back in the first quarter. They had a 21-point lead in their last game on Monday against the Orlando Magic, and they ended up losing that game. Banchero at the charity stripe as George Niang committed the foul, and as I mentioned before, the Magic are in the bonus. So Banchero's free throw is up, and that's good. That's his 5th free throw that he's knocked down today. 52-48. Banchero shooting about 77% from the line. There's a little bit of a delay here as there was a water spill on the far sideline. And the cleanup crew is just putting down some towels and, well, they're cleaning it up. That's why there was a stoppage in play. Banchero also shooting about 31% from 3 and 43% from the field. The second foul shot is wide left. And Harden comes up with a rebound. Melton, back to James Harden. Harden gives it back to D'Anthony Melton on the near wing. Now he finds Joel, and Embiid loses the ball off the strip by Banchero. So they trapped him, and now Suggs is left wide open for a 3, and he can't cash in. Carter Jr. comes up with another offensive rebound. The ball gets kicked out to Suggs again for a triple, and he knocks that one down. So Suggs makes it a 1-point deficit now for the Magic. A 6-0 run by Orlando. Harden with a screen from Embiid takes it to the cup, goes down Broad Street, and the whistles remain silent. Banchero with the rebound. The ball gets tipped, and it gets stolen away by the Sixers as D'Anthony Melton comes up with it. Maxey was on the floor. Harden with the alley-oop pass to Tobias Harris, and he throws down the jam. 54-51, less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Fultz will bounce pass it to Suggs. Suggs with the triple, goes up with that one, and it's in and out. Melton comes up with a long rebound there. That's his 4th on the day. 37 seconds, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey goes up with the runner, and he gets fouled by Banchero, who takes out his mouth guard, and Maxey's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's interesting because we can obviously talk more about it in a little bit, but in this game specifically, Maxey, maybe coming off the bench, hasn't really been looking so good in this game so far. And part of the reason why, as he knocks down the first foul shot, is because, well, he has to create the offense himself with the second unit. And it's the one thing that we talked about as James Harden was acquired by last year's trade deadline was that when he was playing with Maxey, he was going to get more looks to shoot. Just something to note. Maxey's second foul shot is up, and that's good. And it's now back to a 5-point lead for the Sixers as they're on a 4-0 run. 25 seconds on the game clock, 16 on the shot clock. Banchero being guarded by Embiid on the far wing. 18 seconds left to go. Now he stands at the Deaton Watson sign, pulls up from long range for a triple. Harris tries to tip it out to somebody, and it ends up going into the hands of Fultz. 5 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Fultz going up against D'Anthony Melton. Spins, moves, puts up a reverse layup, and that'll do it as he gets that one to go. 56-53. He got that shot off with about 0.6 seconds left. Yeah, it was about 0.8 actually. Suggs was there for the follow-up, but didn't necessarily need that as the Sixers go up in halftime. They're winning 56-53, but they lose the second quarter 30-19. And the Sixers will be back in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a little bit for the second half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Jason Joseph, back here for some second half action. This is play-by-play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. In case you just didn't know, I just mentioned that. Probably mentioned it about 5 times on here. But if you're new to my channel, and if you enjoy my play-by-play commentary as we cover 76ers basketball, as we cover the Patriots, as we cover the Phillies, feel free to head on over to my YouTube channel, like this channel, subscribe to my, subscribe and hit the notification bell icon too. We're on Facebook where we're going to be doing a little bit more stuff on the tube as well, moving forward. 56-53 is the score, as the Sixers are down, they're up by 3, but they haven't trailed yet. But their largest lead in this game was at 15 back in the first quarter. So, again, I apologize if you're chatting on YouTube or if you're chatting on Twitch. I can't see it tonight because I screwed up and I didn't get the when I set this out to stream to OBS from Restream, I didn't get the comments link. So I can't get it now because I'm already live streaming and it doesn't allow me to go in now. But I see we got 8 people on Facebook. What's going on, guys? How you all doing? I hope all is well. 56-53. That is the score as the Sixers are up by 3. And when we take a look at the box score, and we take a look at how everybody's been doing, the offense has been generating from Joel for the Sixers, but he had a very strong first quarter, but let's be honest, he was very quiet in that second quarter. He only had a couple of points. He scored 20 in the first half, but he was 6 for 11 from the field, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 personal foul as well. Meanwhile, James Harden has 10 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Tobias Harris has 9 points and 3 assists and 2 rebounds as well. But then when we take a look at the Magic and their top performers, it's been about Pablo Banchero, who has 11 points. He's 4 for 8 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and Gary Harris has 11 points, and he's 3 for 5 from downtown. What else? The bench really hasn't been doing a lot for either team. I mean, the Magic bench has been outscoring the Sixers bench. It's been 17 to 11? Okay. So not really a whole lot to it. But the Sixers, the one thing that they have been doing a better job at is they've been doing a better job at rebounding the basketball. And that was the one thing that they really struggled with in the last game against the Magic, is that they gave up way too many offensive rebounds. Way too many. And it got to the point where the Magic finally were able to come over a 21-point deficit, and they ended up coming out on top. See, we got 9 people on here on Facebook. What's going on, guys? How we all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. You can also head on over to my YouTube channel as well. Play-by-play with JJ if you want to subscribe, and if you enjoy my commentary and my play-by-play analysis, that would mean a lot to me too. 71-43 Boston. That's interesting. They're facing the Brooklyn Nets. Ben Simmons and the Nets. 71-43. What else? Golden State is up 21-19. Oh, Ben Simmons. I don't miss him, man. I miss being a supporter of Ben Simmons, but I definitely don't miss him. I see we got another subscriber. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got to give you a shout out. Don't know who it was because I can't see on the comments because I don't have it up. But I appreciate the sub. Thank you. Means a lot. 56-53 as we start off the third quarter. The Magic will get the ball first as they're going from right to left, and the Sixers will be going left to right. And we got 11 people on here. Cool. Fultz on the near wing. He'll hand it off to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. gives it up to Wagner. Wagner takes it to the cup and goes up with a reverse layup, and that's good. wasn't necessarily a reverse layup, but he utilized the offhand and was able to get a layup, and now it's back to a 1-point deficit as the Magic strike first. Harden tries to give it inside to D'Anthony Melton, and the ball gets stripped, and it goes out of bounds. Credit to Markelle Fultz for causing that strip. Embiid finds Melton on the inbound. The Sixers pass it, and it goes around the timeline. Finally, the jumper goes up by Melton, and Fultz comes away with a rebound. Actually, give credit to Wendell Carter Jr., but Fultz had it. And Wagner now being guarded by Embiid at the top of the perimeter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're about a minute underway here in the third quarter. Step back, three-pointer from the near wing. No good, in and out it goes, and Tucker comes away with another rebound. Harris back to Melton. Melton finds Harden at the top of the perimeter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Melton sets a screen for him, and he's being guarded by Banchero. The foul is going to be called against Banchero, and James Harden was fouled on the floor. Oh, no, they're going to call it a shooting foul, so it's going to be a 3-point play for James Harden. I don't know about that one, man. But nonetheless, 56-55, Harden goes to the line to shoot 3 free throws. The first one is up, and that's good, and it's 57-55. So Banchero will get called for his third personal foul. He has 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists on the day, Pablo Banchero, the rookie. And the second foul shot by Harden is good. So the final one, let's see if he can convert here and try to make all 3 free throws. And he does. 59-55, Sixers are up by 4. They've made all 19 of their foul shots. Fultz, bounce pass inside to Banchero. Banchero back out to Suggs for a triple. No good. Carter Jr. tried to tip it back in, and Tobias Harris had something to say about that one as he boxed him right out. Harden finds Harris on the far corner. Thought about shooting it. Now gives it to Embiid, and he goes up with that one, and it's good. Oh, man, that was not easy. Embiid was right in motion and almost really couldn't stop himself, but he went up with a layup, and he banked it in. 61-55. Fultz this time on the other side goes up with that layup, and he will get fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Melton gets called guilty for the foul. Again, in case you're just joining me, my name is Jason Joseph. Appreciate all the love and the support from Facebook. Feel free to head on over to the YouTube channel. That way you get more information on when I'm going to go live next and when I'm going to be able to do some Sixers games, because that's what we do. We cover Sixers basketball. We do play-by-play for that. And if you think I'm doing a pretty good job at that and you want to keep up with all the Sixers action, hit us, feel free to subscribe. 61-57. As Fultz knocks down both foul shots. Fultz hasn't really been shooting too well from the line this season, but ended up making both of them. Embiid gets the ball from Harden. Foul line, jumper, too strong. And Suggs comes away with the rebound. Actually goes to Gary Harris. Banchero at the top of the key being guarded by Harden. Gives it up to Wagner. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Wagner takes too many steps as he goes right to the basket. Then he took about 4 steps and gets called for the travel. And the Sixers get the ball back. Harden gets the inbound in the backcourt from D'Anthony Melton. 9 turnovers by the Magic, 8 by the Sixers. Harden on an island all by himself, pulls up from way downtown and gets that one to go. James Harden putting the Sixers up 64-57. That was from about 27 feet or so. And he has 16 points. On the other side, Banchero goes up with it. That's no good. Embiid blocks it as Banchero got the offensive rebound. And they're going to call goaltending against Joel Embiid. They're going to say that it hit the backboard. Let's see if that happened. Yep, it did. It did. And it was funny because it was nowhere near the rim, and that probably wouldn't have went in. So he didn't know, and he wasn't aware. In real time, it was a little bit hard to tell. And it's now 64-59. Harden gives it to Melton on the far wing. Now he goes to the top of the key. And Melton gets called for a travel himself. (64-59). 8:55 left in the first quarter. Let's see. Oh, they're going to call. They call an offensive foul for an illegal screen on James Harden. Sorry about that. My computer froze. Harden at the top of the key as he gets the ball back from a missed shot by the Magic. Now he finds Embiid inside. Embiid spins, moves, takes it to the cup, and goes past 3 defenders. And he gets that one to go. 66-59. 24 points for Joel. He's 8 for 14 from the field. Suggs goes up with that shot. It goes in and out. And Tobias Harris comes away with another rebound. He's been very active on the glass for the Sixers. Harden at the Sixers logo gets a screen from Tobias Harris. Harden gets the ball stolen away by Banchero. Great defense by Wagner. Banchero gives it up to Fultz. A wide open 3 from the near corner. No good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the putback, and that's good. Again, Joel just couldn't box out Wendell Carter Jr., and that could come back to bite the Sixers. Harris with an outlet pass to Embiid, and Embiid goes up with the shot, and he gets fouled by Carter Jr. So Embiid will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I see we got 32 people on here for Facebook. Hello and welcome on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. If you're new to my channel, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, feel free to hit the notification bell icon, and head on over to my YouTube channel where we cover the 76ers all the time pretty much. So 66-61 as Embiid knocks down the first foul shot, and that puts the Sixers up by 6 now. 67-61. 7:48 left to go in the third quarter. Embiid has 25 points and 8 rebounds in this ball game for the Sixers. He's been unstoppable. He did only have 2 points, though, in the second quarter, but he had 16 in that first quarter. 18. 7:45 left as Embiid knocks down the second foul shot as well. He's been perfect from the line, 10 for 10. Carter Jr. will hand it off to Harris. Harris goes up with it, and it gets blocked by Joel as he goes right to the rim. But Wendell Carter Jr. goes up with a follow-up, and he gets that one to go and count the bucket and a foul. What an interesting sequence of events. Embiid playing solid defense, and P.J. Tucker just committing a not such a good foul on Wendell Carter Jr. Wasn't even able to get in front of him. And again, the offensive rebounds have really come back to bite the Sixers. That can't happen. Carter Jr.'s foul shot as he converts on the three-point opportunity is good. Nothing but net. 68-64. Sixers are up by 4 with 7.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Harden on the far wing. Gets a screen from Embiid. Puts up a 3 at the top of the perimeter. And it's a little bit short. Banchero comes away with the board. Banchero also gets fouled by, or does not get fouled. There was a lot of contact there, and the whistles remain silent. Suggs puts up a triple. That's no good. And Embiid comes up with a rebound. Embiid tried to give it up to D'Anthony Melton, and Melton caught it, and then he just overthrew it to Tobias Harris on the other side of the wing. So Melton was on the far wing, and he just threw it up a little bit high. It was kind of like he was a quarterback trying to give it to his wide receiver, but just couldn't find him and just didn't have the right accuracy on that throw. And it was the wrong location. Wagner at the top of the key being guarded by Embiid. Now he goes to the foul line, goes up with a runner. It's no good. Harris with another rebound. Embiid gets tripped up in the backcourt, and we still play on. Niang, catch and shoot 3 from Harden. Too strong. Carter Jr. again with another board. Fultz takes it inside against Tyrese Maxey, and he has his way. Made it look so easy. A Euro step by Markelle Fultz, and it's now 68-66. A 5-0 run by the Magic. Embiid hands it off to Harden. Harden at the foul line, being guarded by Carter Jr. Now he takes it back to the top of the key. 7 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to call for his own shot. And he does so. Step back, jumper from 3. Yes! Are you kidding me? James Harden, nothing but net, making it look so easy. It was contested, and he still made it. 71-66. 5:45 left. Harden with 9 points in this quarter alone. Banchero goes up with it, and it gets blocked by Joel. Harris on the other end, a 2-on-1, goes up with the layup, and that's good. 73-66 timeout called by the Magic, and the Sixers are on a 17-13 run to start off quarter number 3 with 5:37 left in the third quarter. And they'll be right back in just a few moments. Okay, now I feel it. It took me forever to just even get that momentum, man. 747 legit agent here. PM Lang, PBA, NBA, lol. I don't even know what that means, but we got 46 people on Facebook. What's going on, guys? Make that 48 people. If you guys want to do me a solid, head on over to my YouTube channel. And feel free to keep up with all the Sixers action, as we call play-by-play games for all the Sixers games, and we do it for the Phillies too. So if you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, head on over there. Feel free to do so. And, feel free to give your boy JJ a sub. Not that type of a sub. We call it subs. All right, well, here's a question for you guys. Okay, so where you guys are from? I know you guys are probably from all over the place, but do you call it a sub or do you call it a hoagie? Or do you call it a sandwich? I think that there's a difference between a sub and a hoagie. A hoagie is something that you get from Wawa. It's like a different type of a roll. A sandwich is like on a plain type of a bread that doesn't necessarily have like an end to it, if that makes sense. There's like nothing attached to it. It can be on 2 separate pieces of bread. A roll is just a roll. And then a sub, see, that's where it gets interesting, because a sub to me is a little bit smaller than a hoagie. So there's a difference. But what do you guys call it? Do you call it a sub? Do you call it a hoagie? Do you call it a sandwich? What are your... I want to hear what your thoughts are about that. See, we got 43 people on Facebook. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. Yeah. 73-66. What a game. What a game, man. It's been wild. It's been absolutely wild. Now we got 53 people on Facebook. That's the thing I like about Restream, man. It really does, reach out to so many different people on here. Alrighty, Sixers are up 73-66 with 5:37 left in the third quarter. It's been nothing but the Sixers over the past couple of minutes. James Harden has been leading the way. He's been unstoppable in this third quarter. And Joel has been picking up the momentum as well. 19 points for Harden. He has 9 points in this quarter alone. He's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the Sixers are up by 7 with 5:30 left to go. Banchero gets the inbound, passes it to Suggs. Suggs gives it back to Fultz. Fultz goes up against Embiid, and the whistles remain silent. Embiid comes away with the rebound. Harden on the pass to Maxey gets intercepted and stolen away by Suggs. Another steal off of a bad pass by Harden. It's only the first time that's happened in this quarter. Fultz goes up against Embiid again. It was contested, and he hits it. 73-68. Fultz with a 6-foot jumper from the basket. Harden finds Niang. He goes off a screen, puts up a triple. It's too strong and a little bit long as well. 73-68. 4:40 left. Sixers up by 5. Suggs on the far wing finds Wendell Carter Jr., who goes up with the jumper against George Niang. And Niang got a hand in his face, and he still made it. A 19-foot jumper by Wendell Carter Jr., who has 9 points in this game and 10 rebounds, on his way to get a double-double here. Harden on the near wing at the Wells Fargo Center sign. Now he's at the top of the key being guarded by Banchero. Give and go to Embiid. Step back jumper, and that's good. Joel making that bucket. A Dirk Nowitzki 1-foot jumper. And Harden comes away with another assist. Give Joel 28 points. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Fultz will hand it off to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. fakes Joel Embiid, and he still can't get that one to go. He tried to bank it in with a layup. Maxey goes up against Carter Jr., kicks it out to Harris, who's wide open for a triple on the near corner and gets it to go. Harris looking over at Maxey saying, thank you for having me. Thanks for having my back. 78-70. 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Sixers on a 10-4 run. A three-pointer is up, and it's a little bit long as Suggs misses it from about 27 feet or so. Harris comes up with the rebound. Harden on the near wing, being guarded by Banchero. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Harden takes it inside. Nice pass to George Niang, who cuts right to the basket. And the timing of that was perfect, and there's another assist by James Harden. 80-70. Sixers up by double digits. Suggs at the top of the key finds Carter Jr. Now we'll hand it off to Fultz. Fultz swings it out and finds Banchero. Banchero back to Carter Jr. Banchero for a triple from downtown on the near wing, and it's no good, and Harden comes up with another rebound. Sixers have been doing a great job on the glass. Harden loses his dribble, and he has to fight for it on the ground, and it gets stolen away by Suggs. Suggs left on an island all by himself for three. In and out it goes. Embiid tried to come up with a rebound, and he wasn't able to do so. Suggs gets fouled, and he puts up a layup and count the bucket as well. 80-72. Embiid had the rebound, and it was just stolen away by Suggs. And Suggs ended up making the layup and got fouled right on the left arm. And a timeout is called by the Sixers. So before Suggs will go to the foul line to shoot a free throw, we have a timeout on the floor. 80-72, 2:29 left in the third quarter. Sixers winning the quarter by 5 as they're up 24-19 in this quarter. But they lead 80-72, and they'll be right back in just a few moments. Oh, man. 46 people on Facebook. Again, if you're just watching me for the first time, hello, my name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Just graduated from Rowan last year in the spring, and decided to just do some play-by-play and just call games for the teams that I love, man. That's what you got to do. I work at NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and I have been interning there. My internship program is almost done, and I'm a little bit sad to go, but we're still going to be doing a lot more content on here. That's exactly what it means. So if you really like my play-by-play commentary, well, follow me on my YouTube channel. Head on over there. The link is listed in the top of the profile. It's Play-by-Play with JJ. You can also find it here on the bottom of the screen. It's the moving ticker. And you can even see on the YouTube channel on my socials graphic that I made from Canva. Love Canva, by the way. It is awesome. You can head on over to @Play-by-Play with JJ and give me a sub if you enjoy watching 76ers basketball, and if you just want to hear some more play-by-play commentary. If you like listening to me, narrate a basketball game and literally tell you exactly what's going on in front of my eyes, that's what I do. But I also have a little bit of a spin towards it because I like to make it a little bit more personable with my viewers because I love you guys so much. Tonight it's been a little bit of a weird night because I don't have my chat up and I'm using OBS and I'm still getting used to this program. But I love it. It's just that there's a lot to learn, and it's like a toy. You have to spend some time learning the ins and the outs and showing yourselves the ropes, and that's what happens. So, got off a little bit to a rusty start, and I apologize about that, but, we're giving and going, just like Joel Embiid and James Harden have been doing. Lots of give and go opportunities for the Sixers. Banchero, what? He has a little bandage in his right nostril. Hopefully he's okay. I guess he got a cut there or something. Whew. Alrighty. 80-72. 2:29 left in the third quarter. And once again, going to the foul line is going to be Jalen Suggs because he was fouled in the act of shooting by Joel. So a timeout was called by Doc Rivers. That's over now. Embiid does have only 2 personal fouls. He has a double-double, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block in this game. Only 2 turnovers as well. And Suggs makes the foul shot and converts on the 3-point opportunity. He has 8 points, 4 steals in this ball game, and 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Sixers on the other end, as Thibault and Shake Milton come in, there's a foul on the floor, as it was against Joel, but Embiid misses the pull-up jumper, and, well, the Sixers get the ball back on the loose ball foul. Milton gets the inbound. He finds George Niang. Shake Milton back into the ball game. Embiid with 5 seconds on the shot clock at the far wing. Now he's at the top of the key. Goes up with a foul line jumper. Mid-range J, and that's no good. And Cole Anthony comes up with another rebound. Anthony getting a lot of minutes off the bench. Anthony loses his footing and tries to kick it out as he was going on the hardwood with George Niang, and he found Markelle Fultz. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Anthony gets the ball back. He's being guarded by Thibault. Runner. It's up from the foul line, and it goes in. 80-75 with 99 seconds left in the third quarter. Sixers up by 5. Embiid finds Milton. Milton at the foul line. Gives it back out to George Niang on the near corner. Niang takes it inside, goes up, count the bucket, and a foul. George Niang, something that he's been working on this offseason has been that footwork. He's been doing a better job at just driving the basketball right towards the basket. And Moritz Wagner gets called for the shooting foul. And George Niang will go to the line for one more. Sixers have scored 26 points in this quarter. 1 minute and 24 seconds left. Embiid is going to take a seat. Montrezl Harrell comes into the ball game. And meanwhile, Bobo comes into the ball game for Markelle Fultz. The foul shot by Niang is no good, and it's rebounded by Bobo. That's the first miss that the Sixers have had from the foul line. They are now 21 for 22 from the charity stripe. Wagner gives it back to Anthony. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Anthony's three-pointer is off the mark. And Harrell clobbers the board. Milton with a screen by Harrell. Runner, that's up, and it's way too strong. Milton tried to go with the rebound, and Montrezl Harrell gets called for the foul went against the Magic. Couldn't tell who that was, but Maxi's going to inbound it. He gives it to George Niang. Harrell now sets a screen for George Niang, and Harrell gets called for the offensive foul as Wagner tried to get past him, and it was an illegal screen. And again, these types of turnovers cannot happen when Joel is off the court. So the Sixers have committed their 15th turnover in the game, but they're still up by 7. Wagner, both of the brothers are out there. It's Moritz who gives it up to Franz, and he gets fouled by Montrezl Harrell. So he will go to the line for one more. Another foul by Montrezl Harrell, and the Sixers' lead is down to 5 with 33 and a half seconds left. Harrell is -8 from the floor. He only has 1 rebound, and that free throw is up, and that's no good. Sixers come up with it. Montrezl Harrell gets the ball stolen away on the other end by Jalen Suggs. 10 steals by the Magic. That's steal number 5 now for Suggs. He's been unbelievable on the defensive side. 15 seconds left on the game clock, 8 on the shot clock as we wind down this third quarter. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Wagner gets called for the travel. And with 9 seconds left, the Sixers will get the ball back and will hold for one more possession here. Great defense by the Sixers. As Wagner actually ended up stepping right out of bounds, but he did take too many steps after that. 82-78. Maxey gets the inbound in the backcourt. Maxey with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And now he's at the foul line. He goes up with it. It's no good. And that'll do it here in the third quarter. Sixers are up 82-78 as we go into quarter number 4. Can they hold on and beat the Orlando Magic and not blow this game? I have to wait and see when they come back. Whew. Ooh. Let me take my headsets off really quick. Actually, I'm going to take a very, very quick break. I'll be back in just 1 minute. Alrighty. One thing I have to kind of remember is that I have to turn that down when I change to that screen. I thought that I had the audio mixer off, but I don't. That's another thing I'm going to write down in my notes that I have to fix. Righty. Again, I apologize if you're watching me on YouTube or on Twitch because I cannot get access to your comments because I didn't pull it up in time for right before the live stream set on Restream. Because I'm broadcasting from OBS, and I didn't prepare for that. Let's head on over to the YouTube channel, actually, really quickly, to see if anybody did comment. Yeah, 4 likes on the YouTube channel. That's nice. Cool. Good stuff. No comments. All right. That's fine. Unless I'm missing something. Alrighty, Sixers about ready to get back in action here. 82-78. As we start off the fourth quarter, the Sixers have been controlling this game pretty much throughout the entirety of the game. They haven't looked back since the first quarter. Their biggest lead was at 16 as they were up by that many points in the first quarter, and, well, the Magic cut it back to 1, but they have not been able to get over that hump. Sixers lead by 4. Maxey gets the inbound. The starting lineup out there for the Sixers is George Niang. Well, to start off the fourth quarter, it's Niang, Maxey, Milton, Thibault, and Harrell. Maxey takes it inside, goes up with it. Montrezl Harrell grabs the offensive rebound, and the ball gets blocked and stolen away by the Magic. Niang comes up with a steal on the other end. On the bad play by Suggs. Maxey with the layup, and that is blocked by the Magic. Wagner gets called for the block there. Suggs puts up a triple from the near corner, and he gets that one to go. 82-81. And the Magic have an opportunity to take the lead here if they can get a stop on defense. Milton's three-pointer from the far corner is good. He answers back with a 3 of his own. And the Sixers go back up by 2 possessions here. Great play by Shake Milton. Also a nice pass by George Niang. Niang in this game with 3 assists and 4 points. He's had a quiet shooting night. Wagner at the top of the key. 6 seconds to go. Passes it to Bobo for a triple. Too strong. Wagner comes away with another offensive rebound. Gives it up to his brother for 3. No good. Maxey will tip the rebound out to Thibault, and Thibault gives it back to Maxey now. Maxey gets past half court. He's going up against Bobo. Passes it to Thibault on the near corner and hands the ball back to Maxey. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey on the near wing outside the perimeter. finds Shake Milton. 6 seconds to go. He's calling for a screen, and he has to work very quickly here. He goes inside the lane, 1.5 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot goes up, and it's no good. So Milton did not get the shot that he wanted to get off. And it was a little bit of a sloppy play. Anthony goes up with a runner against Maxey, and Maxey gets called for the foul. 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in regulation. Sixers up 85-81. Cole Anthony playing solid defense on the other end by the Orlando Magic as he blocked Tyrese Maxey's shot. It was almost a goaltend. So that was who the block was issued to, Cole Anthony. And Anthony goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and the first one is up, and that's good. So he hits the first one. Cole Anthony in this ball game has had 10 points off the bench, and he's knocked down all 6 of his foul shots, and the Sixers' lead is down to 2. No Harden and no Embiid to start off the fourth quarter here. The starters are all on the bench. It's the second unit for the Sixers. Milton tries to find George Niang, and the ball goes out of bounds. Niang slipped up, and the pass was a little bit over to his left side. And what are they whistling here? Are they going to say that it was actually last touched by Suggs? Let's see. They're going to say that Suggs tipped it. And the Magic aren't even going to review it. Huh. Wow. It was like nowhere near Jalen Suggs. I didn't even think I got a piece of it. And now they're going to challenge it. 85-83 with 9:43 left. And the Magic won a challenge here. And that's exactly what they're going to get. So if we take a look at a couple of reviews here from the replay, it just doesn't look like that there was any contact made by Suggs with the basketball. So it should be a quick overturn, and the Magic will probably still keep their timeout here. Jamal Mosley's going to challenge it, and rightfully so. I mean, that was a late challenge flag. Boston is beating Brooklyn 95-62. That's wild, man. Oh, Ben Simmons is struggling. I don't miss him, man. I miss being a Ben Simmons supporter. You know, I really liked him coming out of college at LSU. I thought he was going to be something spectacular. He had all the talent in the world, and he quit. Quit on the team. And the Sixers were forced to do something about it. And they had to trade him. They had to give him away. And it looks like that they've got the better end of the deal by far. So far. We got 45 people on Facebook. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover 76ers basketball. We cover the Phillies. We cover the Patriots as well. And if you enjoy my content, if you love listening to me do play-by-play, feel free to head on over to my YouTube channel and come subscribe. The YouTube channel is listed in my profile on Facebook. It's at Play-by-Play with JJ. And, yeah, come on over and feel free to subscribe if you do enjoy this content and want to keep up with all the exciting action of 76ers basketball. If you don't want to miss a dribble, head on over to the YouTube channel, and I got you, man. I got you, bro. I do. Whew. How many points does Ben Simmons have? I'm curious. Let's see. See how many points he has. No, Simmons is not even playing. Kyrie is 16. Huh. He's not even playing. He still is out. I thought he was back. I thought he was supposed to be back tonight. All right, so they're going to review. So they review this play. They haven't whistled for a signal just yet. And now they're going to say that it'll be Magic basketball. Just to confirm that, I'm pulling up the Game Live stats here. And yes, that is the call. So the Magic do get to keep their timeouts. And Suggs tries to go up with it, and that's no good. Harden comes away with the rebound. The Sixers are working very quickly here. Harden at the top of the key, standing at the logo sign for the Sixers. 85-83. Harden goes up with a 2, and it was contested, and he gets that one to go. Or are they going to call it a 3? They're going to say that his foot was not on the line. And it's 88-83. Sixers up by 5. 9 minutes left. Wagner gets the handoff from Suggs. Suggs gives it up to Banchero, and Banchero gets fouled on the play. So Harden's step-back jumper is only a 2. That's what they're signaling on ESPN, but on NBC Sports, they say it was a 3. A little bit confusing, man. 8:53 left. Wagner with a triple from downtown. No good. And Niang tips it back out to Harrell. Sixers with a 2-on-1 here. Tobias Harris takes it to the cup, rattles it up and in for the Sixers, and they now lead 90-83. On ESPN, it still says 89-83. We'll get you an update in just a few minutes. But the Sixers are up by at least 6 points. 8.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Cole Anthony goes up with the runner. It's no good, and it goes out of bounds, and the Sixers do get the ball back. It was last touched by Anthony. And Mosley clapping at his team to get back on defense. Harden standing at the logo. Drop-off pass to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey stops on the dime. He finds Tobias Harris. Harris gives it back to Harden. Harden gets fouled, and they're going to say it was a foul on the floor. Jalen Suggs gets called for the personal foul. Suggs has been very active on the defensive side for the Orlando Magic, as in this game he has 5 steals, 11 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. What a stat line that is. And he's -2, which is really weird. Harris tries to kick it out to Tyrese Maxey, and Maxey got the ball deflected, but it still ended up hitting him on the right hand, and it will be Magic ball, 90-83. We got 50 people on here on Facebook. That's awesome, guys. Keep it going. Less than 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Got to do a better job of time and score. Magic haven't scored a field goal in the last 3.5 minutes. Banchero goes up with a pull-up jumper over Montrezl Harrell, and it's no good. Tobias Harris again with another rebound. Harris has 5 rebounds on the day. Maxey for 3 on the near corner. Yes! And James Harden gets his 9th assist on the day. 21 points, 9 assists for James Harden. And Tyrese Maxey, who's been very quiet in this game, finally makes his first 3, and the Sixers go up by 9 as the Magic call timeout here. 92-83 with 7.5 minutes left. All right, I'll be right back really quickly. Don't go anywhere. Almost forgot to fade myself back up, man. Almost forgot to do that. So the Sixers are up by 10, 93-83 is the score. Hello, in case you're just joining in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me. Sixers are up by 10, 7 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The score is 93-83 as the Sixers are taking on the Orlando Magic in this second game over the past 3 days that these two teams have faced each other, still at the Wells Fargo Center. They're winning this quarter 11-5, and they hope to close this thing out. That's really what they're hoping for. Embiid is 28 points. He's led the way for the Sixers. He has a double-double. He's made all 10 of his free throws. He has 11 rebounds as well. James Harden has 22 and 9. 22, 9, and 7, actually. But he also does have 7 turnovers. Magic haven't made a field goal within the last 4 minutes, and that will change. As making the elbow jumper from the far elbow, that was Markelle Fultz. 93-85. Markelle Fultz with 14 points in this ball game in 26 minutes. Just something to mention. Harden being guarded by Wagner. Harden with 5 seconds left, a drop-off pass to Montrezl Harrell, and he goes down with authority. And he puts it up and in with the dunk. Good find by James Harden, and that is assist number 10 on the day. So he does have a double-double. He needs 3 more rebounds to get a triple-double. And also 3 turnovers if he really wants to get a quadruple-double. Tobias Harris finds George Niang for 3. Wide open, and he knocks it down. 98-85. Sixers up by 13. 13-2 run for the Sixers. Fultz back to a wide-open three-pointer that's taken by Carter Jr. Long rebound by George Niang. Maxey with a 2-on-1 here. He takes it out to the far corner, and he waits for the rest of the offense to come back. Harden gets the handoff. He's standing at the Toyota sign on the far wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Banchero. He's at the top of the key. He wants to dance on him. 4 seconds to go. Harden with the 3. In and out it goes. Oh, he wanted that one to fall so badly. Fultz comes away with the rebound. He comes charging in on the other end. Pass outside, and one more pass to Wagner for 3, and that's good. So Markelle Fultz gets the hockey assist. As another assist will go to Banchero. 98-88 with 5.5 minutes left in quarter number 4. It's James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Montrezl Harrell, Tobias Harris, and George Niang that are all out there for the Sixers. Harden at the top of the key being guarded by Suggs, and Suggs gets called for the reach. With 7 seconds left on the shot clock, Sixers are not in the bonus just yet. And Joel comes back in and subs back in for Montrezl Harrell. Suggs will take a very quick seat as well for the Magic. So Harden's going to inbound it from the near sideline with about 5:24 left in the fourth quarter. Carter Jr. going all the way to the, well, he's standing right at the standing right over towards his bench area, and he gets a bandage from the training staff. And there's a quick stoppage in play. So the Sixers are up 98-88. And, well, their next game that they play, as we take a look at their schedule ahead, the next game that they play will be on Friday night against the San Antonio Spurs. Sixers get the inbound. The three-pointer goes up by Niang, and that's no good. Fultz comes up with the rebound. More about that game in just a few moments. Fultz on the other end goes up against Joel Embiid, and the whistle finally is blown. And it took forever for them to blow the whistle. It was about 5 seconds after the play, and Embiid gets called for his 3rd personal foul. And Markelle Fultz will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It was in the act of shooting. Fultz with the first foul shot. It's up, and that's good. Markelle Fultz at the line this season. Well, he's been shooting 70% from the charity stripe. And he makes both free throws. And the Sixers' lead is down to 8. 98-90. Harden with the ball. Gets past half court. Standing at the Sixers logo. Bounce pass to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line being double teamed. Finds James Harden, who's left wide open for three on the far wing. And he knocks it down. James Harden with 24 points. 101-90. Sixers up by 11. He's 6 for 10 from beyond the arc. Wagner working around the screen. Now he gets up against Tobias Harris, and he still has his way. Franz Wagner making it look so easy. Don't know how he does it some of the time. Harden at the Sixers logo. 4:18 left to go. Sixers up by 9. Embiid kicks it out to Maxey for a triple on the near corner. No good. Maxey's been struggling from beyond the arc. Banchero comes away with a long rebound. 4:05 left. Wendell Carter Jr. hands it off to Wagner. Wagner now gets a screen from Carter Jr. and he puts up a three. No good. Harris tries to come up with a rebound and it still ends up going out to Wagner. There's Suggs for a triple. No good. Wagner again with another offensive rebound, but it finally gets stolen away by Embiid. He gives it up to Maxey, a 2-on-1 situation. Maxey's still looking at the refs to try to get a whistle, but the Sixers are now up 103-92 as Maxey made the layup. 3:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Fultz going up against Tyrese Maxey. Kicks it back out inside, outside for a three by Banchero, and Harden has his 8th rebound. He needs 2 more to get a triple-double. Harden at the Toyota sign. Sixers shooting 42% from beyond the arc, and the Magic are only shooting 16%. Harden takes it outside, inside, outside to Maxey for 3. In and out it goes again. Maxey's been struggling from beyond the arc. Banchero gives it to Markelle Fultz with a foul line jumper. A little bit short. Niang with the board. Harden standing at the top of the key. 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sixers up by double digits. They're up 103-92. Fultz guarding James Harden. The ball gets kicked out to Niang. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Niang gives it back to Embiid, who's on the foul line extended. Passes it out of the double team to Maxey, who has to put up a quick shot for 3, and it's wide right. Carter Jr. comes away with another board. Another rebound. Carter Jr. kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner back to Carter Jr. at the top of the key. And he gets called. Well, there's a whistle on the floor by Tobias Harris. As Harris gets called for the loose ball foul. 103-92 with 2:21 left to go in regulation for the Sixers. So they do play the San Antonio Spurs on Friday. That'll be in San Antonio at 8 o'clock. And then they play on Sunday against the Knicks at 6 at Madison Square Garden. Wagner gets the inbound and the ball gets deflected. As a great job by Joel Embiid to strip that ball away. And Wagner gets the ball out of bounds as it last hit his left knee. So great job by the Sixers. 103-92. Harden with the inbound. Comes right over to him. George Niang was the inbounder. Harden on the far wing, being guarded by Banchero. 7 seconds on the shot clock. He bounce passes it to Embiid, who's at the foul line. He's going to go all the way against Wendell Carter Jr. and does not have his way as Carter Jr. comes up with a long rebound over Tobias Harris. Carter Jr. steps up from long range, and it's short. Harden with another rebound. That's rebound number 9. He needs 1 more to get a triple-double. Maxey with the ball. 90 seconds left. Maxey to Tobias Harris. He didn't even anticipate the ball coming, but he still ends up coming up with it. Harris on the near wing, being double-teamed by Embiid, and Embiid is there. Embiid now gets double-teamed. There was 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid, I believe, will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws as he was fouled. It was a foul on the floor. So the Sixers are not in the bonus yet. I thought maybe that foul would put them right in the bonus, but it did not. Harden gets the inbound. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 1:15 left to go. In regulation, Sixers up 103-92. Harden goes inside and initiates the contact. He'll go to the line for 2 now because the Sixers are now in the bonus. So James Harden will be going to the line to try to convert on some more free throw opportunities. Harden has 25 points. He's 5 for 6 from the line. And he's also 6 for 10 from downtown. The first foul shot by Harden is up, and it goes in and out. So he can't knock that one down. Harden has 21 10-assist games this season, which is 4th on the list. He's behind Tyrese Haliburton, Trae Young, and Nikola Jokic. Harden still at the foul line. Goes up with the second foul shot, and that's good. So Harden and Embiid have combined to score 54 points in this ball game. Fultz comes charging for the Orlando Magic, who trail by a dozen with a minute left to go. Fultz takes it inside, goes up with a runner, and the ball I thought was blocked by Embiid, but they're going to call basket interference on the Sixers. And that makes it now 104-94. George Niang inbounds it to Tyrese Maxey. Basket interference was called on Joel. Maxey gets past half court, and he's finally fouled by Fultz. So that'll slow the game down a little bit. Sixers are up by 10. They've been winning this quarter as they've been outscoring the Orlando Magic 22-16. And in this half, they've actually outscored them 47-41. They were up by as many as 16 points, and then the Magic cut the deficit all the way down to 1 in the third quarter. Maxey's first foul shot is up, and that's no good. Maxey just cannot find himself a rhythm in this game. He has 9 points, but he's 2 for 11 from the field. And he's been struggling from the line in this ball game. Tries to get his 10th point, and he finally gets that one to go in. 105-94 with 53.5 seconds left. Magic with the ball. Wagner goes all the way to the Wells Fargo Center sign. Tobias Harris, his defender. 43 seconds left. Now they switch it up, and it's Embiid guarding him. Wagner tries to find Markelle Fultz, and he wasn't there at the right time, and the ball got stolen away by Tyrese Maxey. 33 seconds left. The shot clock is going to wind down. The Sixers are going to just dribble this one out, and they'll probably get a shot clock violation. 24 seconds left. A standing ovation by the Wells Fargo Center crowd at the Sixers arena tonight. And as the shot clock winds down, 13.5 seconds left to go, and the Magic will have one more possession here. Fultz will inbound it to Wagner, and he gives it back to Fultz, and that's going to do it. The Sixers win 105-94 against the Orlando Magic, and they split this 2-game homestand stretch against the Orlando Magic. They were up by 21 points in their last game. They blew that lead and ended up losing that game by 10, and they come out tonight a lot stronger and a lot more active on the glass. And they win 105-96. 105-94, excuse me. Maxey had 10 points. Harris had 16. He was 7 for 10 from the field, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. And Embiid had 28 points, led the way for the Sixers with a double-double, 28, 11, and 3. He also had 1 block in this game as well. And James Harden, who was +6 from the field, had 26 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. He just was a little bit shy of a triple-double. So, and George Niang, got to give him a lot of credit for his defense because that kind of almost went unnoticed tonight. He struggled from 3. He was 1 for 6, but how about 3 steals by George Niang, who's not really known as a defensive specialist? He did a really good job in that department. Tobias Harris also had 2 blocks in this ball game. And meanwhile, for the Orlando Magic, Markelle Fultz led the way with 18 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. had 9 points and 13 boards, but he was 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. And Franz Wagner had 13 points. It was a little bit more quiet in this ballgame, but he had 22 points in his last outing. And Joel did a much better job on him. So that'll wrap things up for the Sixers. They're now 32-17 on the season, as they're also 19-8 at home. The Orlando Magic now go on with a 20-31 record. They're now 7-18 on the road. And the Sixers will be back on Friday night in San Antonio, Texas, taking on the Spurs. Kelvin Johnson and the Spurs, and Greg Popovich as well. So that'll wrap things up here. Make sure that you come back on Friday night at 8 o'clock for more 76ers play-by-play action, as I'll be here with you on Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will catch you all on Friday. And also, just a quick reminder, tomorrow night we're going live at 8 o'clock p.m., and we're going to be doing another Planet Philly short podcast. We'll be talking more about the Eagles, and we'll also talk a little bit about the Phillies and the Sixers as well. So definitely don't forget about that. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all on the next one.